Hi everyone, it is time for a new video, and today I'm going to be doing something I haven't specifically done before. So we've done 5-star predictions, we've done, like anticipated releases and all that kind of stuff. But today, I'm going to be talking about the books. They're not just 5-star predictions, but they're like all-time favorites predictions that I have been procrastinating on because I just have such a strong feeling that I'm gonna love them so much that it's like I'm not ready to have that experience. I don't want them to be over before they've even begun, and I just feel like I'm not emotionally prepared for the love I'm gonna feel for these books, and I just can't not have it on my TBR because I'm gonna love it so much. But then it's like I need to desperately have the reading experience because I deserve to have that incredible reading experience, but I have not yet had it because I look at these books and I'm like, fuck, like how am I supposed to handle what this is gonna make me feel? And so I just pick something that is not as exciting. I thought, before I motivate myself to read them, and I do think I'm gonna do a reading vlog reading these, so let me know if you'd like to see that. But before we do that, I wanted to just show you the pile of the books. Let's just get straight into it. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Let me know what kind of books you feel like this about, and if you have this feeling, or if you just, read and you don't procrastinate on reading books that you think you're gonna love. And yeah. So we are gonna start here with Two Wrongs Make a Right by Chloe Leese. So this is a book that I read a tiny bit of, and I've actually only read one book by Chloe Leese, but I absolutely loved it. And to be fair, I've kind of been procrastinating on all of Chloe Leese's books, even though like I think I'm gonna love them, but for some reason I feel like this might be like the top favorite by Chloe Leese. And I just think that this romance is gonna resonate with me so much, and that it's just gonna be so emotional, and I'm gonna like relate to it, or I'm just gonna relate to like the meaning of it or whatever the fuck. It's supposed to definitely deal a lot with like mental health and things like that, and I don't actually know what the plot is or even like the tropes or anything, but I think it's gonna be a very emotional, real, raw romance, and these always hit so hard. I can't wait to read this, but I have been procrastinating. Though, however, I do think this is gonna be one of the first books that I pick up from this whole stack, so yeah. Then we have another adult romance, and that is Powerless by Elsie Silver. So the main reasoning behind this is Elsie Silver has definitely become one of my all-time favorite authors. I know I'm gonna adore this, and this is now the last book that I haven't read by her. And so obviously when I finish this, it's gonna be heartbreaking because there's not gonna be any more books to read by her, but rereading is a thing. She's going to come out with new books soon, and I know I'm gonna adore this. This is Best Friends to Lovers. I've seen them, kind of appear in the previous books. I'm so excited for their story. I know I'm gonna adore this. I'm just really scared, and it's gonna be so intense and wonderful, and I don't want it to be over, but I'm also desperate to read it, so we have to do it soon. I thought I could divide it into genres, but we're just gonna jump in, and it's not gonna be in categories. Let me know if you prefer when videos are organized in categories, or if you just like it to be mixed, so please tell me. So the next book is As Long as the Lemon Trees Grow by Zulfa Katu, and this is a YA contemporary that I know I'm going to love. I did actually start a little bit of this one, and it is definitely going to be a story that like takes over my entire heart, and it's going to be like absolutely devastating, heartbreaking, and hopeful, and emotional, and like every possible human emotion, and I know I'm gonna love this so much, and I'm like terrified, but I also just need to pick it up as soon as possible, so we're definitely gonna be doing that. I also just love this cover and the title so much. Then we have another very different genre, and that is The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches by Sanjay Mandana. This is a adult paranormal romance. It's supposed to have found family and just be super like cozy and fun and sweet, and yeah, and obviously all the things that I love. And so I feel like I am just going to feel seen and heard, and it's going to be just a beautiful, beautiful story that just wraps me in a hug and feels like a warm blanket, and just like obviously, we love that. So definitely gonna be reading this super soon. I will say that about all of them because like obviously I'm dying to read all of them. It's just like, how am I gonna handle it, and like what am I gonna do with my life when they're over? Anyways, the next one is The Daughter of the Deep by Rick Riordan. The most fucking hideous cover of all time, but the spine is really pretty. So this book I have procrastinated on since it came out in 2021. And I am a Rick Riordan stan, okay? And I have not read this because I was waiting for the US cover, did not end up working out for me. So I have this hideous one. And obviously I'm still dying to read this book. I know I'm gonna love it, like there's no question about it. But again, Rick Riordan at this point writes very slowly, and so it means, you know, there's a long wait for all the books, and that is very painful. That being said, rereading is also a thing. There is literally just like a new book that came out this week, and I just need to put my shit together and read this. So I don't know anything about the plot. It's a retelling of it's not written on here. I forgot the name of it, but it is like an ocean adventure situation, and I know it's gonna be super fun. So the next book here is Starfish by Akemi Dawn Bowman, another kind of like hard-hitting emotional book that I have also read. So this is a book that I actually started reading years ago, and it was so good that I was like, I have to stop reading it because I could not handle it at that point, and I also wanted to get a physical copy, and for some reason it took me until now to get it, and I got it like a few weeks ago, and now I'm again procrastinating on it because I just feel like it is going to be quite heavy to read. And so, you know, I want to be in the right space, but also just like I need to read it because I think I'm gonna absolutely like inhale it in one sitting. Like I am going to be in love with it, and I just need to do it, you know? Then we have another YA contemporary, sort of, and that is You've Reached Sam by Dustin Tao. So I hyped this book up so much in my head there that I procrastinated on reading it also until I was able to get the physical copy, and then I got the physical copy and I did like pick it up and I, you know, read a few pages. Ooh, I actually read 28 pages and I started annotating it. Wow, I did not remember that. Okay. This is going to be a heartbreaking, devastating story that deals with loss, where our two main characters fall in love and the male main character passes away, and then the main female character, Julie, gets his messages. She calls Sam's phone just to listen to his voicemail, and Sam picks up the phone. So I don't know if it's like a contemporary with like a touch of magic or what exactly is the situation, but there are very mixed reviews on this. But I do think I'm actually gonna love the story, but I also think I need to be in the right mood and mindset for it, so we'll see. But it is a book that I think I'm gonna absolutely love, and like, come the fuck on. This cover is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my life, so yeah. Then we have Alone with You in the Ether by Olivia Blake. So I've actually only read one book by Olivia Blake, which is one of my all-time favorites, and it's actually a book that not many people know is Olivia Blake, and it is My Mechanical Romance by Alexine Farrell Falmouth, which is Olivia Blake's either real name or a different pen name, I don't know. But this is a book that I absolutely adore. So I need to read all the books that are under her, you know, Olivia Blake name. There's a lot of them, so I don't know. I actually have no idea what to expect from this. So this could be a total miss. I still feel like I'm gonna love it. So we'll see. But I do need to just pick it up. I'm also procrastinating on, not just because I think I'm gonna love it, but because I am scared I'm going to like be confused by the writing style and just kind of like that it's gonna be a weird vibe that I don't fully connect with. You know, I'm definitely gonna vlog about it because I'm really curious to see how I feel about it. So then we have another adult romance that is Real by Kennedy Ryan, a book I just know I'm gonna fucking fall in love with. Like, I adore Kennedy Ryan, and I feel like all of her books are going to make me feel the same way, which is just like so many feelings, my whole heart, you know, being taken over by the story, and that is like the most incredible reading experience, but one that I've just been like, I can't handle all of those feelings, because like when I read Queen Move, I like thought I was gonna pass out. It was so incredible that I don't understand how anyone can write something so magical and emotional and romantic and sweet and like, oh my god. Like, Kennedy Ryan is one of the best romance authors of all time, and I don't know how I'm supposed to handle every single one of her books because they're all incredible. So this is one of them, and speaking of, there's also Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan, which is her latest work, which I would just say the exact same thing about. This is supposed to be a second chance romance, and this is like a workplace romance where he's the director and she's an actor or something like that. And this is, they either got married or, yes, they got married and then something happened and they had kids, and it's just, you know, gonna be very, very different, but both of them I know are just gonna be so emotional, so beautiful. These covers are also so beautiful, and I just like, oh my god, like, I'm so ready, but I'm also like, I'm scared, and like, but at the same time, I just need to dive in, you know? I need to just dive in. I need to succumb to the feelings and let them overtake me, you know? So, yeah. The next one is a very different one, and that is The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers. I got the entire series like 4 years ago at this point. I was like, I'm gonna love this so much that I got the whole series, which is like 4 books or something. And I just had a feeling like I'm gonna connect to it so much. I'm gonna just, you know, inhale the book and whatever. But it is sci-fi, and I've been, you know, struggling with sci-fi and fantasy for a long time, and I just was kind of unsure about that. And, you know, what is the plot gonna be like? And am I gonna, you know, am I gonna like that? But this is supposed to be like a super beautiful found family story that, you know, has amazing diverse characters, and like, if there's one thing I love besides romance, it is found family. So I just have a feeling that I'm really going to connect to this, and that it's just gonna be magical. But I just need to, again, I need to dive in. I need to give it a try, because like, I do think that I am going to enjoy some sci-fi when I find the right ones, and this feels like it's absolutely gonna be one of the best for me. So I need to pick it up. So then I actually forgot to say that I have another Olivia Blake book, which is the Atlas 6. So this one, it was insanely hyped, like one of the most hyped books of the past few years. And so I got super excited about it, and then I got a little bit nervous because, again, I was kind of worried about the plot. I do think there is like some like violence or something, and there is a chance that like someone's gonna die or like God knows what. It's supposed to be quite like intense, and that's not exactly something I go for. That being said, this is also supposed to be an incredible found family story, and I just have to give it a try. Again, like, I'm not sure, and it is quite long. The font is so tiny, but I love this cover, and I just think I need to, again, give it a try. So this is definitely one that's gonna take me a while to get to. Like, this is probably gonna be near the end of this whole video, because I am very much intimidated by it, but I think honestly, I should like pick it up as one of the first books to really challenge myself. So like, when I film the vlogs about reading these books, I will have to read this. So please someone shout at me to read it so that I, you know, finally pick it up. So we have 2 more books, and, you know, I'm so excited. We're finally gonna have a video that is short. So, the second to last is In the Weeds by B.K. Borison, which is once again a situation where I absolutely adored the first book in the series, like one of the best romances ever. It's so beautiful, incredible, like I fell in love with it entirely. And I had a feeling that I'm gonna love this even more. I have heard mixed things about the third book in the series, but a lot of people say that this is their favorite. The cover is so cute, and I did meet the 2 main characters in the previous book, and I feel like it's gonna be really fun. So I know I'm gonna love this. Also, I don't want it to be over, because like, the author has like the last book in the series that I need to buy, and then I'm not sure if there's any others. And I need to check if there's others like coming out soon, because, you know, it makes me panic to think of not having any more books to read by an author that I love, you know? Speaking of authors that I absolutely love, I have the last book here, which is The Perfect Find by Tia Williams. So The 7 Days in June, which I have right there, is also one of my favorite books of all time. Absolutely adore it completely with my entire heart. Like, one of the best books I've ever read, not just romance, like of all time, just absolute masterpiece. And so the thought of reading the first book that the author wrote, I think this was her debut, it's also supposed to be a film. So I fucking hope that's gonna happen soon, because I need it, even before I actually read it. But it's kind of daunting, because, you know, I loved 7 Days in June so much that I'm like, I'm scared. What if I don't love this as much? But at the same time, I'm just like, who cares, first of all? because like even if I love this half as much as I love 7 Days in June, it's still it's gonna be like 5 stars amazing, you know? But at the same time, I do think I'm going to adore it, so I just need to pick it up. But the cover gives me like pure summer vibes, so maybe we could wait till like June, which is next month, which is insane. But yeah, so that is it. That is the pile of books that I'm scared to read because I'm gonna love them so much. So yeah, I'm super excited. I actually just doing this got a lot more excited and motivated because I'm like, you know what? I don't want to procrastinate on these books forever because, again, rereading is a thing, and it's like, you know, I need to read these before I die, and hopefully I'm not gonna die anytime soon. But like, what am I waiting for, you know? Because like, there could always be a better time, you know, to read it. And obviously if I'm like super busy and I know I can't read for 2 weeks, then maybe that's a bad time to read these books. But if I'm just going on with my life, you know, we deserve the experience of like new favorite books. And even if they're over, it's like we're gonna carry them on forward with us, because we're gonna have the memories of the stories, and if we don't have the memories anymore, we can reread it. So what are we actually worried about, you know? Anyways, so I'm gonna shut up now. I hope you enjoyed this video. I cannot wait to read these books, so I am definitely gonna vlog about it, but there is quite a lot. So let me know if you have any ideas on how I could make it more challenging and more fun to, like, you know, when I film that, if I should like decide in some specific way and pick them so that it's like more of a challenge, you know? Let me know what you think about that. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this. Again, please let me know what kind of books you are dying to read but haven't procrastinating on. And if you made it this far in the video, leave a lemon emoji down below. And thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you soon in another video. Bye!